So you mentioned clairvoyance. How is that different than animal communicating
It's a
or
good question. Yeah.
telepathy?
When I do the telepathy or animal communication, it's only me and the animal and our brain waves and the energy between us that are exchanging, from one soul to another. But when I'm opening up for the clairvoyant and more spiritual stuff, there are third parties coming down. It could be angels or a guardian team or spiritual educators that we have. I believe that we all have with us, helping us. So they are the one telling me the informations about my clients, and then I pass it on.
And is that information coming to you the same way information from an animal comes to you?
Yeah, but it's not as, how can I explain this? When it's an animal, there are no filter, there are nothing. It's just an animal would say, a horse would say, I'm afraid of this, I don't like it. Like talking with a kid or a child,
Okay.
But when I communicate with a higher frequent spiritual guide or angel or whatever I get help from, they know how to tell me things in a way where the client are open to hear it, really hear what I have to say. So they put a lot of words around their opinions or around their messages for the client to take it in.
They want it to deliver in a way that it will be received.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
The horse is not thinking about if it's how it's received. It's just, it just says it.
Okay, gotcha. And so you did this for me. We a month or so ago, we sat down and I got to experience the clairvoyant part of this. And you were telling me things about, all right, in a couple of years from now, here's a situation that you might find yourself in, working globally with kids and in Africa and Southeast Asia. And I was like, well, that's really interesting. And it got me thinking, okay, if that's a possibility, like what might happen over the next 2 years that would lead up to that. It was a really interesting thought experiment for me.
Yeah.
And I think you told me that, you had done this for some people and then they went back, 3 years later and they said, you predicted exactly that I was going to move countries, that I was going to find this business partner. And I never believed you at the time, but then it came true. This is so fascinating. I don't know. What's your track record like this? Is it always working?
Well, basically, yeah. If people are doing whatever their life mission, but they have free will. So one of the most difficult things predicting is love. So many clients talk about, when do I meet my soulmates, or how do I find my next husband or boyfriend, etc., etc. And it's not interesting to me when you are finding the person. It's more interesting, what do you need to learn from the person you'll meet, But we are here on Earth, so it's very interesting. How do I meet him? Do I go to a club? Should I download Tinder or the Tinder app, or these human details about love? But we don't think about, and I always tell this to my clients, you have one path and one lecture or lesson you need to learn, and your other half, this future husband out there, has his free will as well. So everything has to be aligned for you to meet. So even though I see the potential of you guys meeting, if he goes to the left and not the right, you will not meet him. But then you'll meet another person, and then a lot of clients are being locked. But you said I was going to meet him in September at 2 p.m. I was like, no, it doesn't work like that, But with the business predictions, it's pretty accurate, I must say.